Hey Pioneers, welcome back to your national news show. My name is Anna Wilming.
And I'm Taylor Stewart. Thanks for tuning in. And as always, let's start off with some pop culture news.
On Saturday, October 8th, the 21-year-old singer-songwriter Willow Smith surprised the audience with 2 songs from her new album, Coping Mechanism. The second episode of season 48 of SNL was hosted by Brendan Gleeson, and both performances by Willow were highlights of the show.
For her second song, Willow performed the hard-rocking You're a Stranger, which featured machine gun-like guitars that evoked a heavy metal vibe and vocals that were at times both emo and growling. Taking to the stage in a black leather outfit, Willow's look was accentuated with cat eye eyeliner and a spectrum piercing.
Mila Kunis didn't get the warmest welcome from New York City during a recent appearance on Jimmy Kimmel Live. Host Jimmy Kimmel brought his Los Angeles-based show to Brooklyn for a week with plenty of celebrity guests, including Kunis, who is promoting her new Netflix movie, Luckiest Girl Alive. However, less than 3 minutes into her interview, she got some harsh reactions and boos from the crowd when Kimmel told her, quote, "You seem like you could be a New Yorker, but you're not a New Yorker," end quote. President Joe Biden plans to declare a new national monument when he visits Colorado this week, according to people familiar with the plans, as he begins a western swing 1 month before the midterm elections.
The president will designate Camp Hale, a World War II training ground high in the Rocky Mountains, as a national monument during his visit Wednesday. The site was where the 10th Mountain Division trained and developed warfare techniques in the harsh wintry conditions before heading to the Italian Alps to fight.
Buck Showalter called for a substance check in the 5th inning with the team down 4 runs. Baseball fans on social media appeared to be befuddled by Musgrove's shiny ear during the game and wondered if there was something on his body helping his pitching.
The umpires came out and checked him, even going inside his ear to see if he was hiding any circuits in his crevice. Officials found nothing. Quote, "I'll get it, dude. They're on their last leg. They're desperate," end quote. Musgrove told ESPN after the game. Musgrove went 7 innings and allowed just 1 hit. He became the first pitcher in MLB history to go 7 or more innings of 1-hit ball or less in a winner-take-all game.
A World War II-era boat was discovered at drought-stricken Shasta Lake in California, the U.S. Forest Service announced. The Shasta Trinity National Forest shared photos of the vessel it called the Higgins Boat, or Ghost Boat, on Facebook on Sunday.
Officials discovered that the boat has 3117 marked on its side, which it said is confirmation that the ship was assigned to the attack transport USS Monrovia, according to the U.S. Forest Service.
Leaders of major civil rights organizations on Monday condemned Senator Tommy Tuberville for suggesting at a Trump rally over the weekend that descendants of black slaves are criminals in remarks about reparations. Quote, "Senator Tuberville's comments are flat-out racist, ignorant, and utterly sickening," end quote, NAACP President Derek Johnson said in a statement. Quote, "His words promote a centuries-old lie about black people that throughout history have resulted in the most dangerous policies and violent attacks on our community," end quote.
President Biden became the first president to officially recognize Indigenous Peoples Day in 2021, and he did so again this year. It falls on the same day as Columbus Day, which was established by Italian-American groups to celebrate their heritage and to acknowledge the mistreatment of the immigrant groups in the U.S. Indigenous Peoples Day is a time of reflection, recognition, and celebration of the role Native people have played in U.S. history, and NPR has reported.
Mark Cuban, owner of the Dallas Mavericks National Basketball Association franchise, which won its first ever title with Cuban in charge, has been disrupting the medical industry with Cost Plus Drugs, an online pharmacy that sells prescription drugs directly to consumers at low cost.
The company is the vehicle through which Cuban is demonstrating that it is possible to have drugs at prices that do not ruin the most vulnerable and financially fragile households.
Golden State Warriors forward Draymond Green offered a public apology and announced he will step away from the team indefinitely after an altercation on Wednesday between him and Jordan Poole. Quote, "I'm going to continue to stay away as I've been away and continue to do work on myself, but also just give guys space," end quote, Green said in a news conference Saturday.
Green also went on to say, quote, I do want to give my team some space. I want to give Jordan some space and then also take a few days and continue to work on myself. Take some time to let everything breathe," end quote.
Well, that's all we have for you today, Pioneers. For The Juice, I'm Anna Wilming.
And I'm Taylor Stewart. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.